But I mean, football is official. The NFL season has officially kicked off. Let me not
Yeah.
disrespect college football. You know, I slightly got checked last night on the way home by MSU fan and say, hey, football's been back for a while. Okay, the NFL season has officially kicked off, and we finally didn't see Aaron Rodgers kick off an NFL season, or the Jets, or the Giants, or the Cowboys. You know, we actually got to see a team that won the Super Bowl recently,
Mm.
not in '95 or 96. I think all of us up here got something to say about that. But they played the Ravens. Wow, Dave. I'm sorry. Both these
What?
teams.
What?
Both these
What?
teams got at the 49ers in the Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying. That's what I just thought about it.
Dang.
But the Chiefs hold off the Ravens 27-20 with a review that had the world toe tapping, but
Mm.
left a lot of people still upset.
Mm.
Chiefs win 27-20, and now Mahomes has a 5-1 record over Lamar Jackson. So, fellas, biggest reason why the Chiefs won that game. Start with you, Joe.
Listen, man, first of all, I'm excited to have a show today, right? But the biggest reason why the Chiefs won, Tomo and Dave, coaching. Coaching was the main reason why the Chiefs won. When I look at this game yesterday, number one, the play calling. Let's start there. The play calling. The Chiefs, obviously, when Andy Reid as a play caller, outplay called the Ravens offense. The Ravens offense was a disaster, in my opinion. How in the world is Isaiah Pacheco running the ball more than Derrick Henry? You know, so that just shows you that Andy Reid is still trying to stay a little more balanced than even though he doesn't have a Derrick Henry in his backfield. Number two, penalties. Yeah, I know we could complain about the penalty they kept getting. What was it called? The illegal formation penalty. But they were warned about this before the game. And then not only when it happened once, when it happened the second time, can somebody go to him and tell him to scoot up? Like, bro, scoot up. It was 3 positive plays that happened when that call was made, including the pass interference call on against Zay Flowers. That was a big play, got taken back because of legal formation. So coaching, bad penalties, not just the illegal formation. We talking about the roughing the passer on third down. That was crazy. You know, so a lot of bad moments. And last but not least, right, let's go back to Lamar. Why is Lamar throwing the ball 41 times when Derrick Henry's in the background?
What
Let's
call?
keep that background in the backfield.
Where's
But he
Mark?
was in the background. He was in the background dancing the whole time. That man, every time he got the ball, he got big chunks outside of the first drive. So I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs, and also continuity. You can see the continuity. Like the defense, the new defensive coordinator for the Ravens, he was getting in calls late. They had to burn a couple of timeouts in the second half. Right, it was miscommunication on defense. Like the Chiefs were well more organized than the Ravens were that game. So I'm going to put it on coaching. That's why the Chiefs won that game.
I think the Chiefs just showed who the better team was that night.
Hmm.
On week one. If you look at special teams, defense, offense, they would seem to be clicking on all cylinders last night. The defense made plays more times than not than the Ravens defense did. Especially it was a key third down where Lamar Jackson threw it down the field to Zay Flowers, and the cornerback who's taking over for what's the cornerback that just left that went to go to the Titans? Um,
But Darius Sneed is the one that
Larry
left.
Sneed, the one he's taking over his spot. He made a key play on third down. You know, it was a Zay Flowers easy could have if Lamar placed the ball in a good spot, Zay Flowers pretty much catches that and more likely is either a first down or a touchdown. But he swatted it, got it out the way. Then you look at the fumble that Chris Jones had forced. Defense got pressure. He went in there, forced the fumble, turnover. So it's I just feel like the Chiefs defense made key plays when they needed to, and Mahomes was Mahomes when he needed to. There was third down after third down. He made a third down pass to Noah Gray, first down. Third down pass to Travis Kelce, first down. Key plays across the middle to Rashee Rice, who had a really good game, 7 catches for 103 yards. You know, then Xavier Worthy, first game. You know, got him on a
And the run.
and a run. scores his first touchdown of his NFL career. Then next thing you know was in the fourth quarter, right after Tate said it in the chat, he said it's going to be a touchdown to Xavier Worthy. And what happened? He threw a touchdown to Xavier Worthy. And he was wide open, blown coverage. Blown coverage. There was no safety on the back end, and the corner pretty much was like he thought that he had help back there, but no one was back there, and left him wide open for a touchdown. So to me, that's what it was. And Joe, I don't disagree with everything that you said as far as all of that. I agree with that too, but I think the Chiefs showed who the better team was last night.
So we got coaching, better team. I'm gonna go with this one, Joe. Excuse me. You said it. Continuity. That's the biggest reason why the Chiefs won. They have continuity. I mean, you can say it. Some people may come on here and be like, well, Xavier Worthy is a rookie. Like the chemistry shouldn't be there. Hollywood Brown didn't play, but he was what was it? The number 2 receiver in number 2 or number 1 receiver in training camp. Then you got to think about the other word of continuity, that offensive line and Patrick Mahomes with the coaching. When you got a great quarterback with a great coach and their system just gels, it's like Tom Brady. You can literally put anybody out there and they're just going to make plays happen. And that's what happened. Another thing, the Ravens started off too slow. Like the defense, it started off a little too slow as far as for my liking. They came out, I can't say on offense because they came out to scored a touchdown. Now look at this. The first NFL touchdown as a Cowboy fan, I got to watch Derrick Henry score it. While my owner's doing interviews with Stephen A. Smith on some, well, we thought about Derrick Henry when we signed Zeke Elliott. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's starting already. The madness is here. I literally almost shedded a tear when he scored that touchdown. I was like, this is it right here. It's right there. But anyway, the next thing you know, I start seeing Lamar have troubles with his wide receivers. I mean, this is one of the things that Carl keeps saying. He was like, I understand we got Derrick Henry, but we need a top-notch receiver that's going to help alleviate some of these stresses on him running the ball so much. And I know we're going to get into that at some point, Joe, because what did you say? Isaiah Pacheco had more carries than Derrick Henry, but technically Lamar Jackson had more carries than both of them. And he had more yards. So that right there lets you know there's a breakdown somewhere. Or maybe that goes to the article that came out right before the game where he said, I felt like I should have ran more in that playoff game to actually help us win it. Maybe it was him trying to just be the hero and say, you know what, I'm going to just use my legs when I have to. Then the big play in the end zone with him and Zay Flowers, I guess it was a miscommunication, or he said it was for Bateman, but he was wide open right there across the middle. It was like right there. Like there was so many things. There was so many things that you could look at the Ravens and just be like, man, you all going to get better. But it goes down to continuity and coaching. I definitely have to agree there. And chemistry, just a little bit.
And it was a couple of play calling in the offense. I want to just go back to what Joe was saying when they was throwing like short intermediate passes or bubble screens, and it just was not working out for them. It was either Lamar overthrew it, or they dropped the pass, or I don't know what it was, but it was not working out at all. And then they continued to call it. I'm like, why? It's not working. So do something else. Run the ball with Derrick Henry, or try to get Mark Andrews involved. Get Zay Flowers more short, have him going across the middle or something. Find a way to get this offense going because the bubble screens are not working. The short passes are not working. You got to figure something out. And Lamar I guess Lamar had to run because I think he was looking back at what happened in the AFC Championship game. And he was like, you know what? I'm healthier now because I think the article said that he wasn't as, his body wasn't as healthy as it was at the AFC Championship game as it is now. And he's able to run, so he actually took off. And I'm like, maybe you needed more of that, but I mean, you can't say that was the issue because he had 16 carries for 122 yards last night. So he did what he should have done as far as that. But you got to get other players involved. You can't have Lamar go out there and play hero ball against the Kansas City Chiefs.
I agree. And go ahead, Joe.
Yo, I think Mahomes' game wasn't that great. All right, I don't think Mahomes was Mahomes. I think I've been listening to all these sports shows, and I feel like they overrating the Chiefs. Like everybody said, "Oh, the Chiefs showed out. The Chiefs showed that they're the best team." I don't think so because when I look at this game, I see a lot of shoot myself in the foot situations with the Ravens, and they lost by a toe, like a toe on the line. Like the Ravens didn't play a great game. Lamar literally played like Tomo said. They threw the playbook out the window, and Lamar just did what he thought was best. That's what happened. Like Dave's right. They kept throwing these short. First of all, the first drive, you run the ball with Derrick Henry 5 times and get a touchdown. And then the rest of the half, he gets the ball 3 more times. Zay Flower was getting more bubble screens and he was getting carries. And then 2 times that he carried the ball, he got a first down 2 to 3 times. So, like, I'm thinking, like, why y'all not running the ball? And Lamar, yes, he got 16 carries, but only like 3 or 4 with design. The rest was just him scrambling. He threw the ball 41 times, but he scrambled like 12 times. So he dropped back like 50-something times. Why is he dropping back 50 plus times? All that happened, and they almost won the game still. Because Mahomes, I remember 2 plays Mahomes made. I was like, you know what? That's Mahomes. The play when he escaped pressure and he threw it to Kelsey for the first down, and the play when he escaped pressure again threw to Watson. But outside of that, it was Rasheed Rice beating the linebackers. You know what I mean? Like beating Marcus Williams on a quick slant. Or with Pacheco, him throwing into the flats and Pacheco making a move. And it was a lot of yak going on. What they accused Brock Purdy for, that's what happened with Mahomes yesterday. You know, good shout out to Dave.
Oh my God. That's exactly what I said last season. I'm so glad somebody said.
So Lamar missed 3 throws that he could have put on the money that could have won him that game. And that's what it was. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that like the Chiefs, like, you know, like Tomo said, it's a continuity. Like you can see the lines is on point. You know, like everything was on point with them, not with the Ravens. So this goes back what Carl was saying about. I mean, Javon was saying about Harbaugh. I'm not saying Harbaugh ain't a bad coach, but they
not
weren't
even Javon though. Chris said it too.
Chris
said it. This is one of the games where they should have won it, but they lost it because of coaching.
They got outcoached yesterday.
Yeah, maybe the moment was too big for him.
And Pacheco needs to be talked about a lot more. He was running.
Mm-hmm.
He was running like he was trying to run through brick walls last night. I'm not even gonna lie. He's gonna be talked about. He's gonna be talked about one of the best rushers in the league if he continue to run like that.
I do want to give it to, like Mark said, Chiefs have more drops. Pacheco did drop a pass, and I think Travis Kelsey dropped one in the middle of the field, and somebody else. It was 2 drops in the flats.
Rice might have had one across the middle of the field too, but I think the linebacker got in the way.
Oh yeah,
the pass was tipped, one of those. But
and then Dave, the play you said that the Chiefs DB made. What's the name? The Ravens DB made a play on Juju. That was a big play. When they stopped the touchdown, Juju had that touchdown.
But Juju had a I think that was a 3rd down. What you talking about, Juju? Mm-hmm. Juju still had a chance to catch that. He just couldn't.
But the defender was there though.
No, he was, but Juju still had in his hands. He just couldn't finish.
It was a tough catch though.
He was thinking about the TikTok dance before he actually.
Exactly, he brought it back last night too.
Look, see.
Oh, he did. Dang.
Well, again, man, the record is the record for a reason. 5-1.